morning, good morning. All right, all right, all right. Happy Wednesday. I'm here with Travis, and of course, those guys are going to cut the loan every Tuesday. I might flip those trading session on another day because Tuesday I have my loan guys coming.
Never fails.
What?
I said it never fails.
Well, at least they're on time, right?
Yeah, right. They're consistent.
At least they are not late. Okay, so let's go back in the quarterly charts, shall we? So quarterly charts. So we are going to look at the market a little bit like this. See, higher highs, higher low, fish pattern, right? Even if I do it aggressive like this, fish pattern to our edge of the calculator, 16.6, right? And then the lower high, right? A little bit like this, right? So if I take a pen, you have your fish, right? Lower high, higher low, and we are tightening up in the divisions here of 18.7, 18.7, 18,000, 19.1. So I'm going to take the block like this on the big picture, okay? I'm going to remove everything and we are going to start blocking. Block a division of third here and division of third here. That gives us our first block here, okay? Which is 19, what did I tell you? 300, 350 to this 18.7. Now we have block top, block, left calculator, right calculator. We just have this division because otherwise the division here is the all-time high here, which is the 20,009, right? So it's kind of the big picture here, right? Now, kind of like this high, low, high, low, high, low body candle around here, this 20,075 area. So keep an eye on those ones. But for the long term, that's all we have right now. Lower high, higher low, fish pattern, right? And those divisions. Quickly want to go to another chart here of importance for me is the bonds, especially as we have unemployment stuff and I think you said PCE and stuff like that coming up.
Yeah, we have PCE on tomorrow or Thursday, and then Jolts today. Sorry.
We have the don't we have the
and unemployment on Friday.
Unemployment, yeah. Okay. So hold on, I'm going to remove that. I lost my connection. So we're going to look at the bond, but we're not going to look at the quarterly chart this time. We're going to look at my head and shoulder inversion. So they are holding the institutional zone perfectly here on the bonds. I think it's very strong here. This division of third, the 110 area now. You have the continuation of the inverse head and shoulder that I've been talking about for almost a year and a half. So this is going to be confirming at one point the strength of the market where the bonds are going up. That means the rates are going down, which is good for the stock market, right? So at one point, that gives me the confidence to buy the pullback, okay? So sorry, guys, I have to go like this. And we'll change the banner. Don't forget, trading is risky. Trade what you can afford to lose and be smart. Use the prop firms. And your likes and comments are always appreciated. And here you are. If you use Take Profit Trader, which is my favorite pay same day prop firm, The only problem it's trailing drawdown. Use the coupon PPI because they'll give you a 30% discount to their pricing on their site. But most importantly, you will have no activation fees. Okay. So the bonds looking good. I think the power trend box pointing up. It's good for the market. So that confirms my lower high, higher low fish should be a buy pullback. Let's go to the SPY quickly, and then we'll gear up for the trading. So buy on blue, sell on purple. I don't see the power calculator here for some reason. Here, long-term calculator. I don't like the cross-recross retest of the red dashes, but I think we're playing red dashes to 5 red dashes. So we play a 560 for now to a 535. 560, 535 on the SPY. But again, same idea. It's doing the fish, right? We are holding this higher low, lower high fish pretty well. This is your fish. This is your lower high fish. And we're about to bump on the institutional zone now at this 560 area. So be careful because that 560 area on the SPY is going to reject. It's a cross retest lower high, and it's going to reject. So that tells me that possibly the Nasdaq is going to go to 19,721 and might reject a little bit again and go towards the higher lows maybe. But I think right now on the SPY we are playing the 535, 560 area on the SPY. Okay, guys. SPX will be my last one, and we'll get into the day trade. Same idea, lower high, higher low fish, power trend box up. Same idea, probably retest 5,615. I might have some rejection or some problem right now. You see as well, it goes straight into the lower high, reject a little bit above at 615 and recross below on the SPX, higher low on the SPX, right? On the power trend box. So we are going to have a range of 5,003 to 5,006, and we are going to kind of do this zigzag on all the markets. Ding, 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 ding. This is your higher low on the triangle and the fish. And do we break the fish up? Do you break the fish down? Well, looking at the bonds, it looks that we are going to break up, right? So I don't know if it's now. I don't know if it's September. I don't know if it's going to rally to the July earnings. But that lower high, higher low, right, is going to work that range, which is dash to dash, red to red institutional. And if you notice, it's going to be 5,615 to 5,003 and on our tools. And you can do the blocks like this, one calculator, next calculator plus the institutional zone, one calculator, one institution plus the other calculator. And between the 5,002, 5,003 to the 5,006, you see clearly the problem coming up on SPX. Okay, so that brings us to today then, and we just sold off again to the bottom of the calculator, Travis.
Yeah, made new lows. There's a little range here, 430 to 400 with yesterday's initial balance low and the previous day's IB low or IB high, sorry. But we're below both of those right now. Let's see if we can regain that.
I'm going to buy here.
Order filled.
Yeah, I'm looking for a long here too.
I'm going to buy 1 micro. I'm going to put the stop at 328. I'm going to put the target at 595. and I'm going to start scaling into this if it works. Okay. It is possible they are crashing here at 334 later on at the open. So be careful because I have a 334 and a 262. So really my stop loss should be 377. But I'm going to put it at 346. I'm risking about 50 points, something like that. It could slam in my demand support zone here and then smash back at 685 at one point. So I'm going to go very slowly with one contract because they might go smash one more time after the open and sweep it down. Okay. As a matter of fact, maybe I should tighten up the stop at 80, at 75, and then wait, see the sweep. Agreed, Travis? So the loss is smaller.
Yeah, kind of. It's a little harder to judge that pre-market, but yeah, you can always get back in.
Well, remember the practicality of the strategy. Tiptoe, micro. Bam! I go 5 micros to 3 NQs. It's playing poker. It's money management. So there's 3 components that we do as traders, guys. Okay, in case you didn't realize that. I cannot write very well with this because if I open the Zoom and try the pen, for sure we crash. So I'm trying to avoid the crash until I figure the problem with the computer. But we as traders, write it down because I cannot write here. We have 3, my probability indicators needs to be reloaded. Probability power indicator. We have 3 jobs here as trader. Number 1 is trade management. Number 2 is emotional management, right? And number 3 is risk management. Like right now, I'm up 17 points. Logic is I should trail the stop at profit. And that's what I'm going to do, especially because of the open coming. Is everybody clear? So I'm going to go in the dome and start trailing this MNQ. So I'm going to trail it in profit. And of course, it created opposite orders because I had my bracket. So hold on, up, get out of this one, get out of this one, get out of this one at the bottom. So now, no matter what, I am in profit in the trade because we're coming.
Stop filled.
Here we go. We're coming to the open, so I'm keeping the profit, and I am ting, slowly putting my toes in the water, trying to feel the bottom of the calculator here. That's really what I'm doing. Is everybody clear on the field? If you're not clear, just watch and observe. Let me see here what else can be done. We're going to wait for the open now, but I'm waiting to see like the 275, 325. Are they coming? Because yesterday the low was what, 280 or something like that? And this is an important thing, yesterday's low as well. Right, Travis? What do you have as yesterday's low? 280 area, perhaps? Yeah. So see, this is good to trail your stops because this trade just covered my commission, gave me a profit, and now I can reassess the second sweep. Okay, guys, now I can reassess the second sweep. 224. See, now the sweep again. So yesterday was 255. It looks like the sweep was 255 yesterday. So I'm going to sweep, right, at two. By the way, your likes and comments are appreciated. I'll be right back. We are going to look for second sweep buy between 320 on the calculators and the tools, 315, 315, 375. I'm looking for a sweep here, buy, okay, rebound, okay? So your likes, comments are appreciated. We come on Tuesday, try to help everybody. And that's it. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Travis, if you see something, let us know. I'm going to do a coffee refill, water refill, but you have the game plan now, okay?
Yeah, I don't have much to add to what Mark has already covered, but I am looking at that same area, that 350 area, 350, 320 for a target on the downside. Also look for a long down there if it gets down there. That's we have the division of our power probability calculator there. You can see that on this chart on the second from the right, which is the NASDAQ 4-hour chart. Lines up with a light blue power indicators major level. So kind of looking at that area, that 320, 350 area on the downside. On the top side, I was looking for a short at 580, 600 yesterday and last night. Looks like that kind of played out overnight this morning. So want to see a reaction there. If it breaks up above there, then like Mark was saying, 720, even towards the 800 is what we'd be looking at to the top side. Right now, for the here and now, still kind of looking at this area for a long, like I was saying, yesterday's initial balance low, that's the first hour of trading is the initial balance. So the low of the first hour yesterday was 433, and the high of the initial balance of the previous day was 406. So this little zone here, if we can build some structure and some strength here into this zone, then, you know, like breaking above this 400, above this 420, I like that for a long, at least up to 460, which was support initially until we just had this breakout move. But then possibly back up, you know, towards that 580, 600 area that I was talking about. So we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, looking for a long here. If we stay above 400, I like the long, and especially if we break above 420. So I'm starting to like this more and more. As long as we hold above 400, I like the long here, at least for a short trade, short-term trade. Okay, I am long now. Like that, it's still fighting this 400. Could sweep down even further, but try the long here. If we can get back, like I said, if we get back above 420, I'll probably add to it. And I'll look to start taking first profits around 460. If we make new lows here, I'll probably get out of this. It's definitely still fighting with that 400. One big thing you can see on the chart to the far right that Mark has on there, you can see the bottom edge of the blue rule of third there. We are holding that as support. So far we're maintaining that.
I'm missing the calculator here again. What's going on? Let me.
I don't know if you heard me, Mark, but I am long.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the open, guys. I am like completely waiting for the open. I'm looking for a long, but I'm looking more for long if they can do one more sweep on the downside towards this 320. See the calculator right there, Travis? It could be 320, could be even 150. Be very careful of a sweep on the next edge at 320 right there.
Yep, that's exactly what I was talking about as well.
And then you have a second sweep here. So you have two sweep here. Yeah, we are going to land to this sweep here or this sweep here. Then the longs will come, and we are going to finish around the 19,800 on the sweep back up in the next few days leading to the unemployment report. So take a picture of that, guys, because I'm not going to be around. I am out of town on Thursday. I will do one more session, the Wealth Wednesday at 8:45 tomorrow, and I will be trading with you today. So today is going to be the difficult day of looking for the sweep down buy, right? Between this 370 and this 330, and then after the 19,150, back up to the 19,800. So you need to be very, very careful. So take a picture, because this is going to be right there with the probability power indicator, your sweep area. As a matter of fact, we could add this one at the 19.6 as well with the edge of the calculator here. So let me see, let me refine one more time for you like this. So this is really the blocks that you want to watch between now and after unemployment. This is going to help you for the entire week, by the way. Take a picture of the right side. Take a picture of the right side. It's going to help you for the entire week. Remember, 3 things to crush it in trading. First one is trade management. Number 2 is emotional management. Number 3 is trade risk management. Risk management, emotional management, trade management. Okay, write that down. Those are the 3 most important things, right? So, yeah, we are looking for a long because it's at the bottom of the blue, but it can sweep to the edge of the red calculator, which is at 320. So between that 370 and that 320, I'm looking for a long. Now, if it fails, I'm looking for a long at 150, 160, and I'm looking at a retest of the upper side between 19.7 and 19.8 within the next couple of days. That's the cycle that I'm looking for. Okay? Travis, be careful of your long at 430. 430, be careful that it rejects at the open and sweep back down again. Okay?
Yeah, that's the that's what I was mentioning. That's yesterday's initial balance low, 433.
Yeah, I'm looking also at the division of the blue here at 460. So your 430, 460, be careful. Okay?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. 460 is my first profit target.
Yeah. Yeah. So ideally, I would like them to go a little up, sweep down to the 320 area, back up, something like that. That would be the pattern that I would like to see today, if possible. Okay? They sweep back at the open, they crash back down, and I'm looking for an entry within the probability power indicator up or something like that. Okay? The open happens in 7 minutes. I'm going for another break, guys. I'm going to go for, I have a pull-up bar that I like to use. And I also, believe it or not, yes, at 54, I do pull-ups. And I'm not quite 54 yet, but soon to be. What else? That's it. You have the entire scheme for the day. Maybe a pull-up towards the edge of the calculator, 360, or I below from yesterday, 330, reject, sweep down, back up. Sweep 330, 370, I'm long to the 800. If it sweeps down and go to the 800, beautiful. If it fails the 330, 370, then we go 175, 150 buy for the rest of the week before unemployment report, and rebound to the 800 either Friday or next week. So you have all the blocks here. You have the entire scheme. Whether it goes down to the block or crazy news on the unemployment side at 175 and back up, that's the pattern I'm looking for the rest of the week. A little bit back up. Okay? 430, 460, reach, sweep down this morning's low, sweeps down this morning low to the power indicator, 320, 360 buy. If that fails, it's a 175 buy, rebound 19,800 between now, unemployment, and next week. So take a picture because, again, number one, I come only on Tuesday. Number two, I will be there tomorrow, 8:40, 8:45, 8:30 for Wealth Wednesday, which is a review of about 20 charts using the power indicators for our retirement accounts as I manage my 200. Actually, it's doing very, very well, guys. I was at 284 last year. Then I was at 286 when the drop happened. I had made only 1,800, and now I am almost $300,000. So it's really doing extremely well. I bought a shitload of stock when the market was dropping. I had a lot of cash. I showed you that a million times. If you don't know or you have not seen, well, please feel free to go, where is it? Here, and you go to our Day Trading Zone channel, right there, and get updated on the portfolio. What did I buy? What am I going for the things. Also the Palantir, I re-enter a little bit of Palantir, maybe a total of 100 shares on Palantir. Palantir went back up. I mean, I sold a lot of Palantir. I took a lot of profit on Palantir. But look, you guys are not catching up. You know, when it's prop firm, you're like 500 views, 600 views on the prop firms. But when it comes to the most important thing, which sadly is the wealth, it's your long-term wealth, guys, your retirement accounts, your buy and hold. You guys are sleeping because all the update is there. On my last update 12 days ago, I show you when the market dropped 20% on NASDAQ to 10% on some stuff, I was up a measly $1,600 for the year. But now the market has gone up in the last 12 days. Guess what? I'm up $10,000, $20,000 for the year now again. Okay? Why? Because I have bought a shitload of AMD. I bought some Palantir. I re-entered 45 shares of Palantir. Bought some NVIDIA. Added to some Tesla. And you can see everything there, guys. Everything is in black and white here, position by position, cost basis by cost basis. You know, don't miss those stuff because this is the stuff for the next 3-4 years that you passively make money on. It's kind of sad. People are prop firm, but yeah, I understand you like prop firms. I love prop firms, but you are missing the boat. Where do you put your money after you make the money in the prop firms? And where do you multiply your money to beat inflation? Right? Where do you do that? All right? It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. You know, can bring a horse to the water, cannot force them to drink it, right? So you have the pattern. I need a 3-minute break. We'll see what the opener does. I hope we have a sweep 330, 360, sell off, hopefully 320 area, 315, and then buy to the 800. If that fails, that will go to the 19,175 for a sweep to 19,800 between now, unemployment, and next week. So you have the entire game plan for the week. Take a picture of the right side so you know exactly where the blocks are in the power indicators. Okay, so look, I'll give you boom, do it. Yeah, do it. I
told everybody that I was going to add above 420. That was the move that I was looking for to make an add. However, being just a minute and a half before the open, I'm not going to add it now because anything can happen at the open. So I'm just still long one from 396. If we break back below that 390, 380 area, I'll get out of this and look for that sweep that we've been talking about towards that 320. However, if we do break out above 430 on the open, then I might add and still look to take one at 460.
Do we have any visibility when the Project X is going to have the second tier, third tier bracket? Or you don't know?
Soon. I mean, he said a few weeks ago, he said in a few weeks. So soon.
Okay, we have U.S. consumer confidence at 10. We have JOLT report at 10. You need to be careful here, this 10 a.m. So we might look.
Yeah, there's some 945 numbers too, so we got to be careful of both.
Safer trades will be after 10:15, guys. So write that down. You can look. My risk trades are easy. 1 micro, 1 micro. I tiptoe with 1 micro on the stream with you guys. But when I have a high A plus,
Okay, this is the push above 430 I was looking for, so I just added there. Look to take one towards 460.
yeah, get out around this 450 at least. You can take some at the open. If it sweeps up, like start putting limits there. So if I have a A plus setup, like if I get my 320 today, I could maybe even take the short if it sweeps at 450 and reject one sweep down with a quick short on 1 micro. But what I'm looking for is the long 19.2 to 19.320 this week for 19.8. Is everybody clear in the stream, please? This is the big picture. Give me a quick yes, no on stream. Because if I feel like I'm talking to myself and I come once a week, I don't need to come. I'm trying to help you. Okay? So this is the big picture. This is the quarterly picture. This is the 4-hour picture. I want the big picture. The big picture is what is the range I'm attacking for the week, guys? Are we clear, guys? Please give me a quick yes, no. Be engaged on the feed.
I'm out one there.
What?
I'm out of my on my target there. I just have one runner.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good long. From the bottom of the calculator to the top of the edge there, that was very good. But now take the profit and run, because either it stops there or go to this 480, but be careful another sweep. I'm very careful. It might not happen. It might just come back with power trend box going blue, but I'm very careful if they go for another sweep here. Okay. I'm looking here. See, right there, it just turned. Travis, look, it's turning right there, blue sideways. So now,
Yeah, right here, 450.
yeah, we have a very, 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 very important information in the power indicator now. 450. 450 is bringing the power trend up signal to sideways signal. But that was a very good long. I had the long earlier. I just trailed it on the dome at the beginning of the stream because I was waiting to see if at the open we have a sweep. All right. Be careful if they sweep down here. But right now the power trend box is up. Blue power trend box. Be careful of a reject of 80 to 510. You have the 7 a.m. open there.
All right, I just got stopped out in profit on that push down there, so I'm flat now.
Good. Maybe it's going to go down now.
Order filled.
I'm getting short here, guys. I'm going to take to see how far they bring it down. Of course, I have a lot of shit here. Hold on. I'm going to bring the stop at the 7 a.m. mark. I'm going to bring the target at the sweep, at the second sweep around the 350 area, and we'll see. I'll go very wide. This is what I call a bet trade, meaning I'm looking to see if my assumption is right or not, because I know about 350, the power indicators are strong here. By the way, I don't have the cloud here. What's going on? So let's see. Power indicator could go back to 420, hold, and back up. So I don't know yet. Look at also the volume indicator. It's going straight up, but it's going straight up to what? Resistance right there. Could
And
go
the zero line. Yeah.
boom, boom. So what's the VIX doing? The VIX is not doing much within the indicators. DXY, I don't care. Let's push the bonds. I don't care. I'm going to remove this. I don't need this. Oh no, I don't need the VI here. Okay, I'm up 24 points already.
Yeah, we're starting to break. I mean, we're testing the open with showing some weakness below it. So we'll see. Now it's holding above it.
Remember, everything that I do on the feed is to show you something that nobody shows you. No person who has created indicators is going to trade in front of you. They don't do it. Everything is simulator trading. Everything is not real money. Everything is not real accounts. They just don't do it. They're not going to do it because that's not what they do. They code shit. I don't even know to code. Believe it or not, I am just a real trader that has given requirements to programmers over the years for the past 14 years with day trading zones indicators and power indicators, and that's all I do. Yeah. So there was a good trade here up to the open. I told you, are they going to go back up or back down? They are going back up right now, where it's jeopardizing a little bit my trade now. Because if they recross the 50, then the power trend box turns up, which will make me lose on this trade. So I have two choices here. I could tie up the stop between the 7 a.m. and the IB low from yesterday, right around this 92, because it could go sweep up a double top, or I could get out if it breaches here the 70 area or the power indicators 52 to reduce the loss. The alternative to all of this is be patient and stick to the game plan. Are we clear on the feed? Give me a quick yes, no. That's all I care right now. Yes, no, yes, no. You just follow along. Yeah. Rejecting the division, the blue division, can we go and break the open and go sweep down the morning low one more time? If we can, great. If we can't, I'm out. That's it. That's how you do it. Now, in the meanwhile, of course, I could keep an eye on what's going on with SPX. You know, it's at 11. I would like SPX to stay below the 15 if possible, because if it goes above the 15, then I'm less comfortable with the short. Another thing here that I can go is keep an eye on the Russell. We are up 30 something points now. I want to point out that most YouTubers go for 5 to 10 points. They rarely go for 30, 50, 100 points like we do on the streams. Just want to point that out. By the way, this break of the open is lower high confirmation, which means 24 now is a reshort area, which means we can add a short at the 24 area. I'm not going to chase it, but I'm just telling you that this 24 area is a reshort area with the 30, or it's a re-entry add, but I'm not going to do it. Because my plan this week is to look for the pullback long buy. Is everybody clear? Why would I not go with more quantity? Number one, there is the stream. And number two is because I want to stay within the long-term trend here. Can I have yeses in the stream? Say yes, you got it. Why I want to look for the long this week, pull back with more size, because I want to stay with the long-term trend of the power trend box here from the institutional buyer, major block buyer, minor block buyer giving me an uptrend. I want to stay within this long-term trend. So I don't mind taking the short with 1 micro, but this is not really my game plan for the week. My game plan for the week is, can I get the 320 or the 200 buy long? See, now it's back at 54. I have to be careful because it's becoming blue again. So I had 30 points. Probably should have trailed it. But remember, the purpose of my micro is not really to make money. It's to kind of assess the tape between now and 10:15. Although there's very important report at 10 a.m. See, if they stay above that 10:15, now it's dangerous, that 50, because now they could punch to the 7 a.m. 508 and then wait for the PCE. So like logically, I should take the 25 buck loss here and then reassess. But let's see if they do the lower high or not. I will wait for 945 open range balance to print. We had this case scenario last week. I don't know if you remember, Travis or others, where I told you that I usually like to wait for the 5-minute candle print before I make any crazy decisions of getting in and out of positions. Is everybody clear on the feed? This is helpful. As I wait the 5 minutes, now I could wait 5 minutes here with the power trend change, and it's blue, and open range could try to print as high as possible. But this is what I do, so it's one of my rules. So that rule costs me sometimes, maybe it cost me this morning, but that rule also saves me. Okay? Because here they are going to go for open range balance as high as possible, so it could cost me with the volume indicator going up here to resistance. I'm going to move my stop to yesterday's open. I'm going to have it very wide here. Very wide. Remember, purpose of the 1 micro is not to make money really. If you make, great. It's to fill the market and the assumptions. That's it. Nothing else. Travis, anything?
No, I don't want to get chopped up in this range. I want to see a better setup.
Well, because you had a good trade, right? Because you had a good trade, I would be done for the day. I would go play golf. My kids had an awesome time. They went to Jamaica for their honeymoon, and I'm looking at the picture and they look so happy. That's good. Got married last week. Look at my son. It's a tough time there. Looking at the picture and you cannot see, by the pool. Can you see? Tough time there, Nolan. Trading is like this. It's trade management, it's patience. Like here, the trade is going against me for sure. And I had the trade up 30 points. So I was up 30 points, and now it's going against me 30 points. And I go against the power trend box, and it could be the end. Look, we touched the bottom, buy on blue, sell on purple. Maybe it's the end. Buy on blue, higher low, higher high. Maybe it's the end. Maybe it's going to go to 19.8 from here. And then this is not a good trade. This trade should have been out at 50, by the way, like I told you. Yeah, you have to be here. Sorry for it. I know. Where is it? Hold on. Here. Yeah, this trade's becoming worse and worse. And then I might be stuck because it might go up and up and up and up and up and up until the report. Right, Travis?
Yeah, it could.
Yeah, and the power trend box change up. I might need to take that $100 loss. See, it's a shame because it was up 30 points. Should have trailed it in the dome, but you always want to trade shit in the dome, even if it's a micro. Just just for habit, especially when you trade the firms that have trailing drawdown. You cannot really let this stuff go up and down too much like this.
Order filled.
I should have gone out at 50, guys. Should have gone out at 50. We'll reassess the situation later on because remember, I want long, but then you focus on the short. You want your short to work, and your short end up not working. So we'll reassess. I think we might reject here that 510, but the 450 is really where you want to look. If the short comes back as below 450. Watch that 510, 520 now. What is yesterday's open? 543. Yeah, 524, 543 is next target with the 7 a.m. 510. So I'm going to put a little block resistance now. Here and here. See, I should have gone out at $25. Like when I told you, I said, hey, really, I should get out now, but I'm waiting for the 5-minute candle. Well, 5-minute candle costed me another $40, but that's fine. See, what could happen now is the PC could come. They reject the 530, 550, slam down to 320, 19.1.
Well, PC is not today, Mark.
And then back up. Consumer confidence or whatever it was. I think it was consumer confidence and George, sorry.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Then I am not going to be around on Thursday. Tomorrow I will be there with you guys. We'll review the retirement portfolio at 8:45. Looking for the yeah, and you have unemployment on Friday, the first Friday of every month, guys. You have a lot of report on the first to ISM manufacturing. You have a lot of reports this week. There's a lot of stuff that can reject the 500 back to the 19.1, 19.3, right? And back up. What are the cryptos doing this morning? Yeah, they're not doing much. Bitcoin staying around at 94. Be careful, the Bitcoin could retest 89, 91, and then buy again. See, if there was no PCE, there are no George, not PC, but George and consumer report, I would be tempted to attempt to short here at 545, but the tools are not giving me the signal. VI is up, cloud is blue, power trend box is blue. It's not giving me yet the signal to short it here again, but the 520, 550 is probably an area of resistance for the rest of the morning. We'll see. If they pass that with the unemployment report, we'll continue going up.
That huge wick that just happened there.
Yeah, and the SPX also is behaving well, guys. It's above 525. So 25 is going to be an area of importance for SPX. But this is a week. This is a short week. This is a week you want to short here. That 553. That was a week you wanted to attempt to short, see how it behaves here. Those are the type of weeks that I love to short. Short on rips, buy on dips, right? We're probably going to go also on 1 point retest the open range high, 478. So let's see. But we touched the block. They rejected the block of the power indicator perfectly. This division of third was rejecting perfectly on the 15-second chart here. For now. But the SPX is behaving strong. We almost touched the red institutional dash on the RTY. Is it going to hold there or slam one more time? I was going for a second slam, but obviously they did not. All they did is a higher low from yesterday. So we started the day buying. Travis bought, I bought, then we got out, then I shorted, and of course I had 30-point profit and I didn't trail that short. Then I had to stop myself with a loss, and now we're reassessing the division of third resistance now. I gave you the entire game plan for the week earlier on, so go back into the recording, take the pictures of the block for the rest of the week. I think they will tremendously help you, right? But yeah, I would have shorted this rip here. And I should have, even before the report, it's a good 50 points here. $520 becomes a resistance short with 510, guys. 510 and 520 might become the lower high resistance short here. I'm looking at SPX. It's holding strong though. SPX holding strong. Lower high in place. We can do a little bit of lower high in place, 510, 520 resistance now. SPX still holding. I'll wait for the report. I'll be right back. Coffee time for Marquito and water. I have a great electrolyte. If you guys want, I can give you the brand. I use it before I go in my hot room 4 times a week. Great electrolytes you buy on Amazon, and it's very tasty too. So I'll give you the brand when I come back.
Mark, did you just churn your stuff off, or okay, yeah, at least leave your charts up.
Yeah, I am looking for the charts. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Go ahead, Trav.
I don't have anything to say. I just saying when you go away, at least have the charts up. Five minutes until this report. Let's see what happens there.
Okay, back. So yeah, 529. We're closing gap a little bit on SPX as well. Guys, notice on your 5-minute chart on SPX we're closing gap. Do you see that? So moment of truth here at the 550 after the report, guys. Is it the resistance for the day or the beginning on 19.8? It would look like it would be lower high resistance. Is everybody clear on the feed? Be careful of that 550. Here's the electrolyte I use. You guys have asked me on the VIP group. So it is here. Right there. It's called Zeal. Try. Do you see this? It's really good, actually. It's very, very good. Okay, very good. I put this in my water. When I go at the gym, when I go in the hot room, I put this when I felt tired too. I turbocharge to hydrate myself, especially because I drink coffee twice a day. I have 2 cups of coffee. See, I think we are going to go down here. Be careful. The gap on SPX is filled. Now, that being said, the indicators are not showing that yet. Power trend box is up, but we know 450 is the limit. So if the report is bad below 450, it's game over. We go 325. The volume indicator is coming to some resistance. The VIX is trying to hold in the middle of the box. The VIX is not giving us any edge this morning. Look at this. Look at my pen. This is your edge here. This is your edge here. And we're freaking right at the middle. VIX is not giving you any edge this morning. No edge on the VIX this morning. But if I had to be doing a bet here, I think we are going to reject the 550 here NQ because we close the gap on SPX. But because there's the report, I cannot go short here. See what I mean? So it's probably going to have a report. It's going to tank maybe 20, 50 points. If it goes up above 550 and sweep up again, then we'll reassess if we take a dangerous 1 micros or something. So the report just came out, and of course they are selling it now. Sammy? You have to wait also with prop firms 1 minute before, 1 minute during, that those, but you have lower high here forming. So I think we're going down. If we stay below 510, we're going down.
Yeah, I'm taking a short here.
Well, I have to wait 1 minute. So most prop firms, you have to wait. So,
short 495.
Well, that's fine. A little thing we can do as well is a little bit of a trend line if you want to see if it comes back to the division of third on the power indicator resistance, which would bring us towards the 520 potential short here.
Oh, looks like that was the pullback buy there at 460.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Patiently waiting because it could sweep again. Yeah.
Yep, I'm out.
Order filled.
I'm short. I just took the short.
Yeah, that push up, that little sweep in that wick was a good entry.
It was not a great short. And I'll put my stop loss at about 80, 89. Towards the top of the blocks. I'm going against the power trend box, which is never a good idea. I'm going against the power cloud, which is not a good idea. See again, right? And the only thing in my favor is the lower high on the volume indicator. And it's not a great lower high. It's a lower low. Okay? So let's see what happens. It could go up, could go straight up, guys. My win ratio this morning is not great. The SPX is holding again. Power trend box up on SPX, power trend box sideways on RTY. I have the yin and the yang, the yin and the yang, the yin and the yang. The SPX is strong though. This thing might go to 19.8 if it keeps on going like this, guys. It might go all the way to 19.8 or 19.7. It's invalidating again. I was hoping for a sweep up on a 5-minute, recrossing 1020 and down. The cloud is holding. And I'm afraid if I wait 10:30, it's going to be the same as before, where I get the IB high as possible, and then I get screwed. Yeah, it's doing it again. And the division of the power indicator is holding above with the blue cloud. So everything is pointing up again. And look, as I say that, I'm getting sweep.
Well, here's that 580, 600 area I was looking for yesterday and last night.
It's going to sweep me again. Yeah, all you can do is we tried the 520 here short, and it swept me. Sweepy. Yeah, I mean the tools are like here. The net buyers are going up on the tools. The cloud is blue. The power trend is blue, and here we try to short 520 and an SPX that is extremely strong now. SPX is 539. Yeah, there's going to take my stop here. It's
Stop filled.
Done. Took my stop. I will do one more trade, guys, for the day, and I'm done. That's it. I'm kind of an easy guy. 2 bullets, and I'm done. This morning, it's not 3,500 like last week, where we had 100 points. First of all, my first loss was stupid because I was up 30 points. Yeah, my first loss was stupid. This one, you could make the case that I took it right at the gap on SPX at 525, but then the SPX started ripping up. And now SPX is ripping. Everything is ripping. Volume indicators pointing up. Trend line is broken on the 5-minute chart. 15-second chart, trend line broken. Cloud up. I mean, the tools were telling you to look at the longs here. If you look at the tools also, since buy on blue, sell on purple, they were at the bottom of the box at 380 at 911. And that's where we started the long, Travis. We started doing well with the long. I don't know why it was changed course there.
Well, we were looking for another sweep lower to take a longer long, a longer term long.
It's fine.
And that never happened. Yeah, that's fine.
We'll nail one.
I still like a short here if it can break and hold below 580. I mean, it's strong, but this is the area that I was looking at in last night. This is yesterday's high, 620. Last night it rejected.
A lot of resistance at the 600, but then it goes here 680. I want to talk about management here. I'm down about $400, guys, because I had some trade from overnight. So, see, it cannot be every Tuesday you make money. So here's the rule. I want everybody to know on the feed. It's a little bit like baseball. 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes, boom, I'm out. Usually, it's like a gun where I have 3 bullets. 1 bullet, 2 bullets, 3 bullets. That's number 1. So if I lose the first one, which I did in front of you, the second one, which I didn't.
Okay, I'm trying to short here.
Okay. And lose on the third one, I'm done for the day. That's the rule. Also, the second rule for management is do not lose in a day more than you can make in a day. Remember, if I look at my 90 days average, when I lose, I have a tendency of losing between 400 and about 850. That's what I do. But when I make, I have a tendency of making between 700, right, and 3,000. That's what I want you to keep in mind. Do not lose in a day on your prop firms more than you can make in a day. That's critical. And limit the numbers of trades that you do. Because I am on the feed, people would think, well, oh, he's going to do everything to get back. Fuck that. I have 1 more bullet and I'm done. I'm not here to make the clown, to do the clown, to impress anybody. I'm 53. I know what I do, how I trade, what I accomplish with trading. It's sticking to your process. Is everybody clear in the feed? Yes or no? Losing days will come. Weekly losses will come. You will have dry route in your trading, and it's just part of the game, guys. And if you cannot sustain this thinking, then you are not a professional trader. You're just a gambler because you are like, oh, I have to catch it back. No, if I am not in sync with my tools and the process, then that's it. Go do something else. Go at the gym. Go for a run. Go take care of your businesses. Go take care of your family. Go read a book. Be productive in society and don't watch at the screen all day long until you blow up everything. Does that make sense, everybody? That's it. Just go reset. Because if like here, buy on blue, sell on purple, now we have the inverse process. 600 is rejecting. What was your entry on the short, Travis?
I'm at 574.
Okay.
I was looking for it to go back below the 580. That 580, 600 is what I was looking at.
You'll say it because I don't know if you say it and I didn't hear, but
I don't think I said where my entry was. So just when I got in.
you need to say it so everybody can follow along. But the point is this, guys. And even now with 2 losses, I'm not, but those are micros, dude. Jimmy. Okay, so too short or not too short, or is this another long reload for 680? But you know what we are going to do now? We are going to wait 10.15 to 10.30. Why? Because if they sell off to 320. I have plenty of time to get it. And I want confirmation. If they keep on bringing it back up from 520 back up to 680, look at my pen. Either they go here to the division, go to this division right there, right? To the tools here, right there. Or they are going to fail 520 and go to the target we said this morning, 320. So I have plenty of time to wait 10.15, 10.30 for the initial balance to set up. Does that make sense, everybody on the stream? Yes or no? Learn, because those are the days where you learn the most. You don't learn the most when I come in and I do 50 points, 100 points, like most of the times we have been stripping. You don't learn shit, actually. You learn when I have a little bit of a challenge this morning. Will I be able to catch it up? Or just let it go and minimize the loss so that I continue my week without tampering my prop accounts. Now, as far as the accounts, I still have 2 pro accounts at TPT. I have 2 XFAs at the Top Step. I have a trade day, and I am working on Apex, and I have 3Trades. So it's almost 10 funded right now. Now, that being said, I don't give a shit how many funded. I just want payouts. You know, I just want payouts. April has been okay. I miss 1 or 2 great payouts this month with TPT. My 9,000 on XFA Top Step, I have not even touched it. Believe it or not, I flip micros so they don't tell me that I was inactive. I'm kind of refining everything. I told my guys yesterday I'm playing with Replicanto, which is a trade copier. Let me show you, because people think, oh, it's bullshit. No, it's not bullshit. Here's my Replicanto. Can you see Replicanto, Travis? So,
yeah,
so it's a trade copier where I can trade about 20 to 40 accounts easily. You can trade unlimited, but the more account, the more filling issues you have. So I can trade cross firm, having my brackets, because that's the problem on the Tradeover group trading. You don't have the bracket. You can do exact quantity. You can also do pre-allocation on different accounts. I can allocate 2 contracts, 5 contracts, 10 contracts in different accounts. I can do also cross orders where some orders have NQ, some orders have MNQ. So it's pretty cool, but I'll tell you something. A copier can be a good thing and it can be an horrible thing, because when you lose, like this morning, you lose across all the accounts. So you need to be extremely careful of the copier. I do not copy any funded account. I go from 1 funded account, 2, 3 trade, 1 funded account, 1, 2, 3 trade, 1. So I rotate the funded account. Now, on the evaluation, I don't give a shit. I copy, I'm aggressive, I want to pass. When I pass and I'm funded, now I'm like a turtle. I use some micros. I go very small. I go very carefully. So I've tried a couple of copiers. The next one I'll try that is expensive is Trade Sinker. I'll try any copiers That makes sense. And until I find the copier that I love, but you got to be very careful, because also a mistake I do with the copiers, I have my copier open and the laptop upstairs. I have the copier open here, and now they start screwing each other up, right? So when you have a copier on your laptop upstairs and your PC downstairs, make sure you go upstairs, close your trade copier, disconnect all the account from your Ninja account on your laptop, and then just focus on one device, your laptop or your PC. Okay, so there's so many tidbits on the scaling and the copier that you need to be so careful, guys. And as a matter of fact, I'll do a class, I'll do a couple of videos on the copier, because just that alone can make you a million payout, but they can kill your budget for the month in 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm going to wait 10:30 if I see something great. Otherwise, we'll call it a day, and I would have done 2 trades. Okay? I'll be right back.
So me still in my short. It's finally kind of going my way. Had a nice sweep down, but now it's coming back up to my entry. I have my stop just above the 80. If we regain the 80, then that kind of invalidates my trade here, what I was looking for. So let's see how this plays out. I'm going for a longer term trade here. I mean, at least down to the 480, 460 area. But I'd like to hold this. I just have one micro, so I'd like to hold it a little longer than that if I can, but just depends on what the market's going to give us. And it might just stop me out here. Yeah, actually, Peter, I just responded to you on there, so check your messages, please. Okay, now this trade is playing out nicely. We just attempted. I mean, yesterday's open is this 548. So we just retested that, and we're starting to reject that as well. So if we stay below that 550, I'll be very happy. I'd like to add to this trade, but I'm not sure where I feel comfortable adding to it. I mean, our 7 a.m. is that 510. You know, we were talking about that 520, 510 area. But even that, I don't want to just add there for the sake of adding. So I think I'd want to see a push down. You know, maybe if we get a rally back up to yesterday's open, that 550 area, maybe re-add to the short there. This was a nice push down here to the 7 a.m. line now, and to that 500. So now maybe from here, maybe an entry back off a rally towards the 520. But even on this candle, we still have 3 minutes left in this 5-minute candle. So, and the open of this candle is 5:44. So we could very easily retrace back to yesterday's open in the next 3 minutes and still have this be valid. Although now it's rejecting the 500, so I like to see that. We'll see if they can maintain this or keep it going. Yeah, thanks, Patty. I mean, this is what happens when you're patient and you just, you know, I took some losses when we're trying to short on this move up. When the whole time, even pre-market, I told you guys that I was looking at that 580, 600 area. If I would have just waited for that, would have been fine. Now I'm trying to dig out of losses at this point. So, well, that's trading, right? And patience is always a killer.
Okay, I see your short went well. That's good. Are you still in?
I'm still in. Yep, it's going well. I was telling everybody I'd like to look for a place to add, but I'm not sure where that would be.
Well, they rejected exactly what they did at 9:15. Look at the beauty of the indicators again. At 9:12, look at the indicators so that you see how incredible. Buy on blue bottom, sell on purple. Does everybody on the feed sees that? Yes or no? If you just do these two trades, it's a printing money machine for you and your profits. Do you see that? Give me a quick yes, no. The key is to execute it, you know? So like I said, there's this three components: emotional control, risk management control, execution control. It's those three elements are so difficult: trade management, emotional management, entry exit management. You know, those three. But look at the two: buy on blue, sell on purple. Beautiful. So yeah, might look for the short, but and by the way, the volume indicator did exactly what I told you, but it took a long path to that. Two resistance, sell off. And now look at the power trend box. It's fighting from up to sideways at around this. What did we say? 550 should be, or 450? I don't remember.
Yeah, 450 was where it was going sideways to up.
450 is really the area. Now, we could put a short here.
Order filled.
But we could put a short with a stop loss here at the 82 and a target at where we say all morning, which is the division of failed at 320. And see. Now, it's an horrible entry that I got, but I just want to show you kind of how I would play it large.
It's not terrible. I actually just added there, Mark, because it did recross the 7 a.m. and it's now holding that as resistance. So I think that 7 a.m., that 510 area is a good place to add.
But this entry at 525 is better, everybody. 525, 548 is a lot better. Also, if you see this SPX back above 525, I'm out. We have also a little bit of weakness coming into our RTY charts as well, which kind of confirms that we might be in the right direction now. We are also 4 minutes from the initial balance. So if I see 525, 540, I might add one. Oh, God. Yeah, you took the signal better than me at the top there. What was your entry? 70 something?
Yeah, 74.
Yeah. That was a good entry, man. My re-entry right now would be between 510 and 540 for hiding a short. Is everybody clear on the feed? Give me a quick yes, no. 510, 540. 510, 540, I think it's... if I see a 510, 540, I might add to the short here. And if it starts cracking down, I might even go full NQ because I might have to scalp the NQ there.
Well, if it is going to make that push down to 320, it's there's a lot of space there. We got to worry about today's open and the 15-minute opening range first.
Ooh, I'm talking. Cryptos are not moving. Some shit. So they've done the reverse so far. Instead of going down and up, they went a little up, but they went a lot more up than I anticipated. If you look at the beginning of the stream, I told you it was going to go up and down, but they went up a lot more than I thought. Be careful because the market could hold this 480 here on its way to 680. Be very careful. My stop loss should be really right there probably. If they sweep me up, I'm going to tie up the stop here at 554.
Here, mine's at 563. I want to give a little room above yesterday's open at 548. So your 54 might be enough.
Yeah, the reason I say that to be careful is because SPX is still pretty strong. Even RTY is going down. That doesn't mean shit. Let me see. So you can argue that RTY, look at RTY. If you put a trend line here since 10:45 yesterday, it's just going to the trend line right now. So be careful. I want to see a clear break of RTY. Here goes our 510. So do we short again and we are gutsy or we wait? Because I've lost this morning, I have to be defensive. I cannot add. I cannot dig to my losses. For me to add, I need a winner here. I don't have a winner to add. But if you have a win, if you're profitable today and you're looking for short, this 540, 530, 545 is the test. But if I see SPX again back above 525, be careful because it goes 680. And I can see again the power trend box is changing on the upside again, which means that here could have been a long because it's a retest of the open range high. Is everybody clear? Give me a quick yes, no. This is also a signal for longs here. Retest of the open range high within both the short-term and calculator. This could be a long here. Do you guys see? Yes or no? For us to confirm the weakness, we need to sustain below 475 here. So you have a dangerous zone, 475, 430 here. Okay. Giving you a class here, even though I'm losing some money this morning. You have the same numbers as me, right, Travis?
What's that?
The calculator. It's like Guardino is sending us email.
Yeah, no, he sent us a screenshot yesterday of that. So yeah, his stuff is off, and he.
I'm asking you. Are you?
Yeah, no, mine matches yours.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah.
That means that there's no bug. There's something that he does with the time frame that is wrong. Yeah, be careful. This could be a long here. If it breaks the 550 again, it could be the long. I see again the SPX. The big test is SPX 525 now. So I will keep it as the last trade of the day, but I'm telling you, this could be a long again if it breaks this 550 because it's retest of the IB low, because the power trend box are showing that the net buyers are still in place. The volume indicator is hooking back up with net buyers back up. The VIX is not moving. So that could be again a long. And you have a cross recross of the Russell back up above the trend line break here. So it could be a long again. It's not been good trading, man. We also have printing the IB high for the day. And they could go retest the IB high or the 680. I think I'm going to go out again and swallow this loss before it becomes a bigger loss. I'm going to give it one more minute, I think. The 5-minute candle, but it starts not looking good. I need to see a rejection on the division of 30 here. And I need the SPX to reject as well. Otherwise, it's going 680. Otherwise, it's going 680. I have the blue cloud. I have a lot of things against me now again. I'm about to pull the plug and take my 500, something that I lost for the day. And I'm nice because I'm counting all the losses from the intranight. I didn't lose on the stream $500. I lose 100, 200, like even less than $300 on the stream. And I'm not rotating accounts. This is the same freaking account. Yeah, I don't like this trade now. If it doesn't break here within the next 5 minutes, I'll give it another 5 minutes. But this is about to go 680 if it continues like this because SPX, RTY are holding the blue cloud, the net buyers on the tools. It's invalidating. Also, if you look at the 4-hour chart, look at the cloud on the 4-hour chart, Travis. It tells us to stay within the longs here, guys. That's another thing that is pretty cool here. If you overlay the cloud with the power trend box, look here. It's all blue, guys. It's all about staying in the long still, right? It stopped me. I'm done for the day, guys. Oh, why it's not stopping me here? Hold on. What the heck? Something is wrong. Oh, can you hear me, Travis?
Yep, I hear you.
My trade of it is locked. My entire browsers are locked. Let me go back in. Yeah, the tools really were good here. It says It's me. I did not execute properly with the tools this morning, and that happens, and it will happen. With all the streams that we done, I think it's the first losing day. It was not really good, but 3 trades, 3 loser, and I'm pretty much done, guys. I could fight it all day long, and I know I would make money, but what's the point? The rule is 3 bullets, and it's not really showing you good habits if I keep on fighting it here. Because the truth here is I should flip long here. Like here now, I should flip long. Like if I was to take 3 NQs at this 550, it would be game over, right? But it's not good habit. Trade of it went down. I don't know. Do you guys have problem with trade of it, or it's me? Can someone confirm that? My trade of it is very slow here. Can the people on the stream let me know about trade of it issues, problem?
I mean, my TPO charts on Trade are still working fine. Everything looks like it's working fine, but
it's not loading for me. It's like completely not loading. Look, it's completely stuck here. It's like the wheel of death. I don't know what's going on. Benito says is as good. Might be a browser crash or something. Let me see. I'm going to close the browser entirely and reopen it. Well, my PC is fine right now. It's something in the browser. You can use also Trade on the app. I'm not using it on the app. Maybe I should. Maybe it's more stable using the app Trade versus the browser, because I had the same experience with TradingView. I like the TradingView a lot better. Yeah, the tools are telling you not to short here. Look, blue clouds everywhere, 4 hour, 15-second chart, net buyer power volume indicator, power trend up. Up. I told you it could be an area where they come back. They did come back. I should have probably come out of this earlier. But look, 3 trade is 3 trade. I'll stick to the rules. Because here's what happened is if I win now, I know I cheated with my rules. Is everybody clear on the feed? I know. If I close the stream right now and I buy 5 NQ, 3 NQ, 1 NQ, 2 NQ to catch up my 500, because I know it's easy for me to do it. I go at the gym, I come back, I find a setup, it's done. But if I do it, I know I cheated for the day. I cheated myself and my rules. Is everybody clear? Give me a yes, no. And I think you need to think like this. I prefer losing with the rules than cheating, breaking the rules, and making money breaking the rules. Because over time, the only thing that will sustain you is your rules. Make sense? I'm not able to come back, guys. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe I need to clear my cache. Let me see. I'll try another browser. One more time. Probably need to clear up my cookies or something. My browser works perfectly. It's just not connecting. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll do Wolf Wednesday at 8:45, guys, but I'm out of town Thursday. I'll be back Friday for the VIP group. So I cannot do, unfortunately, the power indicator session, but watch the power indicator session from last week. We go over the tools and how the tools works and day trading versus long-term investing. Yeah, but you've seen this morning, even when the trades were not very good from me. Travis did a couple of great trades this morning. Even when it was not great trade from me, the indicators behave extremely well, guys. And they give you a really good map for the day. But yeah, I'll take the loss. I'll take the L for the day. I'll put it even on the title, and I will even take the loss, the entire loss from the intranet, and that's a lot more loss than I took on the feed, because the feed I lost what, 300 at the most on the feed. I don't know. They don't let me go back. I was in. This is real. Maybe it's a take profit mistake. I don't know. Let me go settings. So for the prop firm, guys, it's always a search of what's the best account for your money and your results. I'm starting to really like the 50K account again. You know, a lot of the 50K accounts, right, Travis? For the risk ratio, the cost, I'm starting to go back to my roots of 50Ks.
Yeah. I was saying last week, when I was struggling in my 150K XFA, which I did lose last week, if I didn't say that to everybody, but I mentioned that I started a 50K combine last week because of that, because I was in my big drawdown and I needed to kind of rehone my trading again. So I did pass that, and now I'm back in a 50K XFA. But I'm right there with you. It's one of those things where it's more comfortable in a 150K account, but it just requires a lot of patience. And really, if you're going to have patience in a 50K account, you just use the same patience and you get everything quicker. So I'm with you there.
You pass them faster. You foster better habits of,
Yes.
of managing your drawdown.
Yes.
I can count so many good. But look, I am not able to get back on my thing. I will look at the loss. It's in the 400, $500 for the day, and I will put it in the title. But even with you guys, it was about 300. Okay, so let's go over 50K. My two favorite accounts are this. Can you guys see, or it's not enough? And then I'll have to go, guys, because gym time is coming for me.
Real quick before you go on that, Mark, you got somebody asking where they can find the schedule of these sessions, and I'd really like to post the school link to our community and school on there. If you could post that real quick in the chat for everybody. So Alg Trader, this is where you're going to find this in our community on school.
Yeah, let me give you guys. So we still have my entire browser is not working well. I have a problem. Something with my browser.
I can send you I could probably send you the link in Skype if you still have that open, and then you can at least copy the link.
Yeah, just go below the description of this video.
Oh, it's in the description there.
Yeah, and you'll find it. Okay. So quickly, everyone.
Sorry. So let me just say, so Elk Trader, there's a tab called Calendar, and that's where you want to look for that. Okay, Mark, thanks.
Oh, were you able to post it?
I can't post it, no.
No, okay. Well, someone on the feed can post it. I don't think people can.
No, nobody, only you can post links, Mark.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go over the 50K versus the 150K. You guys can find our free community, Think Wealth Differently, on the description of any video. So watch 5-10 videos, look at the description, and go to the Think Wealth Differently. You'll have classes, free class, free risk management options, asset protections, tax efficiency, stuff that I wish someone would have shared with me when I started. So let's go, guys, because I've got to move and I have to go at the gym now. So 50K, pros and cons. Let's start by the pros. Good habits. With micros, and max DLL management. Max DLL management. I'll give you some refinement of the risk management next week, maybe on how much should you risk on your 2K drawdown on the 50K account.
Can you take our pictures off of there? We can't see everything behind.
Yeah. My picture?
Oh, yeah, just go full screen without our pictures.
If I can find this one.
There you go. Yep.
Okay. So let's go here. So good habits with micros and max drawdown. Okay. Management. Well, what else do we have? We have faster to pass. What else do we have? Low cost. What else do we have? Max loss capital. So your max loss is your max drawdown, max DLL equal.
Gotta pull the banner up there too, sir.
So your capital to profit to the goal of passing 3K is better than any other accounts. Okay?
You need to pull the banner up, Mark. Can't see behind it.
Yeah, that's fine. So any other accounts. So now let's go to the red, the cons. I don't see a lot of cons actually. Oh yeah, there's a con. Slow to build on funded account.
Harder to keep.
Harder to keep. Yeah, I like that. Harder to keep because of very tight parameters. What else? That's it. You know? Actually, this I would disagree with you, the harder to keep. I keep them for a long time. I had one for almost 60 days.
Well, they're compared to 150K, they're easier to lose because of the tight drawdown.
Repeat that slowly, I'm sorry.
Compared to the 150Ks, they are easier to lose because of the tighter drawdown.
I disagree, but I'll tell you why I disagree. I disagree because on the 150K, we trade like cowboys. We trade the full NQ. We trade a lot more aggressively because we have the false perceptions that we are safe with the 4,500 drawdown. So my experience is you are a lot more aggressive. Drawdown. So you are a lot more aggressive in those accounts. Don't you agree? I mean, look, your result.
No, I mean, no, because I just lost my 150K account. I only used micros. I mean, I had 9 straight losing days. So it was easier to keep that account because I had a much bigger drawdown. If that was a 50K account, I would have lost it a lot sooner.
Yeah, but the question is, did you respect your daily loss limit? Did you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely.
Was that a daily, on top step, was that a daily loss limit that locked you for the day?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can throw in any other kind of variables you want, but just account to account, if you're trading the exact same way, this is the comparison. You know, if you're going to throw in a bunch of different variables, then yeah, you can say whatever you want. But if everything being equal, 50K versus 150K, the 150K, you're going to be able to keep it longer because it has a bigger drawdown.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to give everybody some perspective of what we experience, guys. You know, everybody is different. you know. But I think for a long time, your 50K approach will be the best approach. It will help you be a better trader on the 150Ks. And the 150Ks are not cheap, people. I have news for you. This is asking me a password. They are not cheap. Okay? They are not cheap at all, those 150K. They are 3 times the price. They have less, the loss to the goal, you know, which is your capital to the goal is less than a 50K account. So I like them when I pass, but I like them, I'll tell you where I take profit because of the trailing drawdown, Travis. But I don't think at top step you necessarily always need the 150K. I mean, it's good account. I don't, and by the way, it's hard. It's something that Travis and I keep on coming back and forth. Which one is the best, the 50K, the 150K? There's not an in between, really. There's not an in between accounts. So I think everybody should be under 50K, especially on Apex, especially on take profit until you get your payout. First of all, everybody should be on 50K just for cost basis until you get a payout.
Yeah,
Because
everybody starting out should always be on 50K.
don't forget that most people don't get a payout. Remember the stats I gave you before, because people seem to forget those stats. They are very real. And I talked to the Trade Day CEO, James, and the other guy, I forgot his name, they are the British guys. But 23% of the people pass, right? 23% pass. 17% of the 23% get payout. That means only 4% get payout. So when I get my $20,000 payout last month, I'm part of the 4%. But also there's a variable to that, because I'm going to tell you there's 2 ways of passing also. So 2 ways. There's the prop farmer. We call that prop farming, and the real traders. So the prop farmers, what do? The prop farmers, they buy 10, 100 accounts, right? And they pass 20, and then they get payout on 2. The real traders, they have ratio of 30 to 50%, meaning I buy 3 evals, pass 1, 2, get paid on 1. That is a great trader right there. So are you a prop farming trader, or are you a real trader? Well, I have news for you. If you're going to prop farm, either you need to have a lot of money for your eval, right? Or you need to do a lot of cockamania bullshit, where you are short on rate folder days on one account and one prop firm and long on the other account. That's called gaming the system. That's not striving to be a good trader. And there's a big difference, because if you want a payout over $300,000, my friends, you need to be a real trader. You need to have rules. You have to have discipline. Look like me this morning. This is the first losing day in the entire stream in 2 or 3 months that we have been streaming live, trading live with you guys every week. It's my first loss. It's fine. 3 trades, 3 losers, I'm done. But the gamblers, the prop farmers, they are going to trade all day, all day, all day, all day. Look, I'm 53. Don't have time to trade all day. I'm going to go at the gym right now. I'm going to come back. I'm going to work my businesses. I am a software company. I am partners in self-storage companies. Call my partners, review my finances, my retirement account, right? And then I'm going to take care of my family later on, my wife, my kids, call them. One just got married. And that's the life. The life of watching the screen all day long and taking the 10 ticks, the 10 points, the 20 points, 30 points, doing the over 20 trades, 50 trades, 100, 300 trades. It's not always a life. And believe me, I do it sometimes on the trailing account stuff and take profit, but it's not a life. This is not the stuff that I inspire to at the point of my career after 20 something years trading with you guys and 30 years being a trader. It's not really the life. Okay. So hopefully this feed was helpful. Your likes, comments are appreciated. We will be back at 8:45 tomorrow, but different format. 8:30, 8:45, I will go using the probability power indicator to look at the retirement $300,000 portfolio. We will go and bank stocks like we did last week. You guys are missing, guys. When we do the live sessions and you are not paying attention to the retirement stuff, you are missing so much, so much, so much. I mean, in a week doing freaking nothing, I think my retirement account went $15,000, $20,000 doing nothing, just buy on blue, sell on red using the probability power indicator. And this is a lot easier than the prop trading accounts, right? So yeah, I mean, prop trading is fun. I love it. That's where I started when I was at Hanover trading Schoenfeld and JP Capital. But this is not the end and be all of your life, right, Travis? And I see, Travis, you're doing that now. You come down, you go for a walk, you stop in the morning, right?
I mean, I always do that, but yeah.
No, but you have improved on that. You used to watch the shit all day long.
Well, I always keep an eye on the market all day long. That hasn't changed. I've never sat in front of my computer all day long. I don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, we all go by phases, guys. You know, it's like an experience. It's a screen time. We go by phases. I used to watch the screen all day long when I was younger. I used to be up all night. I used to have shitty sleep night. I used to be stressed. I used to blow up account. And at the time, it was my own account with my own money. You know, I used to stress myself and my family. No mas. The prop firms offer you a very low stress environment where you put $50 to $200 when you have your activation fee, where you can literally, if you are prepared, that's the key word, prepare and you know what you're doing. And even this morning, I screwed up $500, but I didn't screw up the account at all. And it was one account. I didn't rotate. I could do this game all day long, guys, like other YouTubers, rotating and rotating and rotating and pass 3 or 5 in a day or 2 days or 3 days. It's not, if you're not trading and you have the probability power indicator right there that gives you an edge, it's not really difficult what they do. But is it what I want to do in my life at my age? No. I'm very happy to manage 20, 30 accounts, bring as much as I can to funded status, and get as regular as payout as I can. I do not expect a payout. I do not count on a payout. I do not come and say to people, I want to make $5,000, $20,000 a month. It comes when it comes. But I have a yearly goal. My yearly goal this year is hopefully to make over $300,000 in prop firm account payout. Whether I will make it or not remains to be seen. But I don't give myself a daily goal. I don't give myself a weekly goal. I don't give myself a monthly goal. I just flow, try to look for good trades. I try to respect the indicators, which this morning I have not done a good job doing. And I try to stay calm, humble, and move on to the next day, my next opportunities, recenter myself. And I think from this stream today, you should learn a lot more than the other streams where I go straight up 50 points, straight down 100 points, kill it, kill it. You learn more on the difficult stream days, guys, a lot more, guys. If you look here at the streams, all the streams, and you go here, I don't think we've lost. I don't think I've lost any day since I streamed. Yeah. So today was a shitty day, but look how much I lost. Here I make 4. Here I make 3. Here I make 3. Here I make 1. Here I make 400. Here I make 8, 600, 650, 3,000, 4,000. What, $14,000 eligible payout last month? 3,000, right? And guess what? Today I lost 500. So it's part of the game, guys. It's part of the game, and you need to respect the trader that respect his own rules. 3 strikes and I'm out on the stream. Love you all, everybody. You know, we will be able to do a scalping day one day. Maybe I'll do a session where I trade all day just to play, to show you what the other guys are doing. And we'll rotate maybe 1 or, I hope, no more than 3 accounts. But I see some good trader on YouTube that rotates evaluation like 10, 20 a day. That's not trading, guys. Agreed, Travis? Rotating 10 accounts a day is not trading.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's trying to game the system. It's not trading. Long term, you're just not becoming a better trader, you know. So you're on the stream, you blow up an account, you blow up an account, you blow up an account, then you show up $3,000. Which type of a trader are you? Yeah, you have great trades. But if you blow up 5 accounts before, that tells me that if I gave you $50,000 of my money to trade, you are going to blow up real accounts. Does that make sense on the feed, everybody? Yes or no? So I am not against rotation. I do rotate funded accounts. But I have an issue where your entire business is predicated on rotation. It's a big issue for me. Because
sorry, I just want to say we just got a signal for a failed downside or a failed upside auction. It just recrossed the initial balance high and is now failing that. So this is a good signal for a cheap short. You just put your stop at a new high or at the high, and you ride it out.
Yeah, watch the SPX 25. If it's below, the short looks better. If it stays above, I don't touch it. The tools are still telling me to be careful, and it could sweep here, 532, back 680. So look, that's been strong this morning. Be careful, okay? Like, to me, plus another thing that I don't like, and I've learned as a trader, is if I try a direction 2-3 times and it doesn't work, and I keep on pounding that direction, is not a really good thing over time for me, okay? But me, I'm going at the gym, guys. You know, I'm going to take this nice t-shirt out and move on to the gym. I love you, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow at 8:30, 8:45 a.m. for Wealth Wednesday. We talk about taxes. We talk about retirement. We talk about 2 years to 10 years investment that compounds tax-free and tax-deferred, and your brain should really be there. If you don't like real estate, if you don't like to be an entrepreneur, if you like things that are easier to manage, this is the session on Wednesday when we go through a lot of charts that you don't want to miss. You take care, everybody. Travis, you have a great day, my friend.
Yes, you too, Mark. Thanks, everybody.
Take care, everyone. You have a great day.